had a busy few days and that. I was making some jam yesterday and that, making some CMOS at the weekend, so I'm just relaxing today. Yeah, just getting yeah, it's good.
Good. So everyone tuning in, this is Mr. Mossman, and he's gone from the 9 to 5 to starting his entrepreneurial journey during the pandemic. So we're going to talk a bit about that. So yeah, tell us what you do. Tell us about yourself and what you do.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Warren. I'm just basically out here just starting up a little business, really. I've been selling CMOS, just been making up some gels and that for everyone, and just selling them to the public. But at the same time, I've been making other things like jam, making drinks, making ice pops and stuff, just trying to find other ways where I can, fun ways that people can try and enjoy CMOS, because really it's so beneficial for your health that I feel like I just need to try and make everyone know about it and stuff like that. So yeah, so for through lockdown, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. How did what were you doing before that?
Well, before lockdown, I was doing some gas work. I was working on the gas, like I was training to do that. I was at the beginning stages of that, so I was doing that for about a year, which was going all right. And that it was a new career, which I was happy to be in. But that will come to an end around about summertime when lockdown was coming to it. Like the first lockdown was over. So yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
What made you decide to do the crossover to starting to do the work with the CMOS?
No, it was lockdown that made me start that. When all this pandemic stuff started and that, and we was hearing all this madness on the news and that, so I was just thinking, boy, okay, I can imagine everyone was out here thinking of ways to try and keep themselves healthy in their family. We was hearing all sorts of crazy stuff on on YouTube, like do this, do that. So I was just aware and I was just trying to keep my family safe. And then one day I was just on YouTube, no, not on YouTube, it was on Snapchat, and I see a snap of someone, Lisa Left Eye, someone put up that Lisa Left Eye talking about CMOS and Dr. Sebi. And like, see me, I'm always interested anyway, like when it comes to certain things. If something catches my eye or I'm interested, she was talking a lot of sense. I was like, I need to find out about this CMOS, because she was saying she's doing a lot of cleansing. She like flushed herself out and she was just feeling like amazing and stuff. All the stuff she was saying. So I was like, let me find out about this. This could help me and my family. So it just started like that. So it was just basically, I just started doing some research on CMOS. I never really had a plan to like sell it or start a business at this point. It was just really just for me and my family. And like when I was trying to ask people around in Slough, I didn't really know no one who had it. So I ended up driving around into London trying to get some CMOS, and I started taking it. And after I started taking it for a few weeks, I just realized the benefits. I was just feeling so good. Yeah. And I just started getting these ideas. I was making smoothies at the time, and then I think I just started speaking to my nan about certain things. I was like, have you heard about this CMOS? Because I knew I was watching the YouTube videos and that, and it's obviously a lot of people in the Caribbean from time have been taking it. So I was like, let me ask my nan if she knows about this, because I know she makes drinks and that. And she's like, yeah, I know about CMOS. I make CMOS back home and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know this. So we started talking on that. So that got us just talking, and she's telling me how she makes CMOS drinks at home. She makes obviously ginger beers and all these Caribbean drinks, and she sells it to like hotels and stuff in the Caribbean. So I was like, okay, maybe this is something I can jump on with her, learn something. Because at this point, I was working, but you know, I was like, this could be a plan. This could be a plan for business, basically like that. Like my mind was so clear due to the CMOS that I was thinking all these things anyway. I was like, okay, I need an idea. I need something for myself. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, this is it. And then so I sat down with my nan and stuff. We was just talking, and I managed to get a good supply from back home. And that's just where it all started, really. So I knew I was getting that supply, and then because we had so much time, and I lost my job around like this time, and then I thought, okay, I had so much time. I was at home with my family, the kids and that, and then mum, and we were just thinking, just getting books out, just writing down ideas. You know what I mean? Just like, okay, if we are going to start this, we could do this. This could be part of it. We could make this ice pots. We could do this. We could do that. And then just from there, it just keeps them flowing. Just kept them flowing like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how it's literally just went from you just hearing something and then actually taking it on and then turning it into a business. How long did it, from when you first heard about it to actually setting up the business, how long did that take you?
Well, it was, I'd never like, so I was just getting a CMOS and I was taking it and I was like, okay, this is amazing. I was like, this is good. I didn't tell my nan that I was buying it from in London, but I told her, I was like, listen, I'm getting this. So
Yeah,
we was talking, and then we arranged to be able to get it sent over. So I was like, okay, if I can get this over, I can start being a
yeah,
supplier, like making it. And it's not easy to make CMOS gel. And I think a lot of people go to other people to make stuff. I was like, they can come to me for CMOS when they realizing the benefits of it. So I
yeah,
was like, okay, that's one thing. And I was like, okay, let me just jump on the page. Let me just start doing research. Let me just start putting the information out there that I'm finding out by myself, because I didn't know about this before lockdown. So I was like,
yeah,
whilst I'm learning, I'm going to push that out there. People can see it. And then if they know about it already, if someone in the local area who's got it, obviously with the business plan, my plan is to go bigger than just the area. But for the beginning, for the start, that is just the plan, just to like supply everyone and then build up my business, building the website and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah. Tell us, what are the health benefits of the CMOS for people that don't know?
Okay. There's so many health benefits of CMOS, yeah, but
Let us first.
well, CMOS has 92 minerals out of 102 that your body's made up of. So you've got to think to yourself, okay, well, if I'm taking this supplement, you could take 1 teaspoon a day and you're getting 92 minerals in it. These 92 minerals contain stuff like zinc, calcium, magnesium, iodine, vitamin A to E, like vitamin K, like, so it's got all these things, and that's just a few things, yeah. There's so many, you've got 92. So when you think about all these things, what they do for your actual body, and sometimes when you're going out and you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna go and buy myself a little cabbage because I know that's got that in it, or I'm gonna buy this because I know it's got that in it. Really, you've got quite a lot in this one product, yeah. So when you're taking it, it can help you with things like anti-inflammatory, antiviral. So like they say, like when I was taking it, it's like when I was doing a lot of research on Dr. Sebi, you're saying about mucus. I didn't know enough about mucus before, but you're saying the mucus, that's where a lot of the disease starts from. I don't know, like you can do your research for yourself to find out about this. So you need mucus, but you don't want too much of it in your body. So when you're taking this CMOS, you're taking it and it's bringing up all this out of your body. It's helping you flush out the toxins and it's helping you bring all that stuff out of your gut. So like all these things is what's gonna basically cause all the problems for you in the first place. So like I'm saying, so like I was taking it for stuff like antiviral reasons. So I knew about this pandemic situation. We've got some sort of virus going around. So I was like, my kids. So that's a good thing. So really, if you're taking it constantly, you're really not going to really be getting a cold. And if you do really get a cold, you're not going to be having the long effects of it. You're going to, this mucus is going to be just coming straight out of your body due to this CMOS. Also, there's other things it's good for, like joint pains. It's really good for people with, what's it called? Thyroid condition, yeah? Because of the iodine content. See, I don't know too much about iodine before, but I know a lot of people suffer with thyroid condition, and that's a major thing in people's bodies. So, you know, like if you're taking this on a regular basis, it's going to be balancing that out. Also, your blood pressure, it can help with, it's like anti-aging, so it can help with, so if you're taking it on a regular and looking after yourself, putting the right things in your body, you're going to be aging backwards. You're going to be looking after your skin, your hair's going to be growing. You know, what else is it good for? It's really good for men because of the zinc. It's like, it's like, I heard like back in the day, like back home, a lot of men used to drink it like have like certain drinks, they drink with CMOS in it, just because it's like a love potion. So like, if you drink it all the time, it's like aphrodisiac. So you're gonna be having a good time. You're gonna be always on point. Like you're gonna be at your best, strong at work, strong at home with your missus, whatever, all that kind of stuff. So it can help on so many things. But also as well, with your mind as well. It says it's good for your mental health. You know, like I've learned as well over the years. They still like say if you go to a doctor, they say to you, okay, they say, okay, I'm depressed. They say to you, okay, you're depressed. There's an imbalance. There's imbalance. I don't know what this imbalance is. There's imbalance. They say we can give you these tablets and they'll balance you out. So I'm thinking maybe, because when I'm taking the CMOS, it feels like everything is just balancing out of me. You know, my thoughts are correct, my thoughts are clear. I'm waking up early, I've got the energy. My skin's looking good, my hair's growing. I'm
Yeah.
never ill. I'm never ill. So like, yeah, so if you really start to do a bit of research about it and find out all the things it can do, you know, like a lot of people have certain health issues anyway. Like everyone's growing up now, everyone's older, and there's a few things wrong with people, and they're going to the doctor anyway, and they're getting all these tablets and whatever to maybe help these certain diagnoses or whatever they've got. But what I'm finding out with a lot of research, not with just CMOS, there's so many other things like that grow naturally in this earth that heal us. So we don't really need to be going to the doctors if we really put in the work in and find out what we need from the beginning. So that's what CMOS, yeah, so that's what CMOS is really doing for people. So it's hard sometimes, like I'm selling the CMOS and people are like, yeah, you sell this energy drink and rare, rare, but it's not an energy drink, it's giving you energy, but it's doing so much more from the inside, you know, like young people, like they think, okay, I'm young, I don't need this, I don't need these things, but you got to think, boy, you're feeding yourself with these bad things anyway. You're going to the shops, eating this crap, you're smoking, you're drinking. So you might as well just think to yourself, okay, let me just think, let me just try and balance this out. Let me just try and put some goodness in my body. It's gonna, so yeah, so that is kind of what CMOS does for you. So it's just so many things, but you can use it so many ways as well.
Yeah, so I know you've got lots and lots of information on it. I have taken it. I think I've even got a little bit at home, but I do notice, like, I like to drink that, like boil it up that, and then sorrel as well. And I do find that it does, I'm more energized and stuff like that. So it is, the health benefits. And it also sounds like something that everyone should be taking during this time as well, with the lockdown, the restrictions, the health issues, and even just with like COVID. It weakens your body, your immune system, and all of that. So yeah, it sounds like it's doing quite a bit for the body. And you said you make it into jam as well.
Yeah. Basically, I thought to myself, okay, when I was selling the CMOS at first, you know, some people knew about it, some people didn't, and I was like, okay, I need to find other ideas to make it fun. Like, I was like, what can I do? And I've already done some research on jam. It's so weird. Like, it's like with me, like the law of attraction is a big thing. So like, I'll be doing something or researching something and everything just falls into place. So I was doing a bit of research on jam. Don't even ask me why I do research on jam. I was finding out some stuff about jam, and he was saying about pectin and jam is what makes it gel to make the jam stay together. Because I'm thinking, how is this strawberry jam? So I had this information in my head anyway. So I'm like, okay, I must have seen someone make jam, putting my daughter make jam. And I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, this gel is so thick. It's like, I was like, that can be the pectin. That can be in the jam. And the jam is sweet. That's a good flavor. Everyone loves jam. That's a way the children can eat it. If you don't want to really be drinking CMOS, the people can be a bit like funny because of the texture or whatever, you know. So this is a fun way. So I thought, yeah, this is another thing for me to add to my business to just elevate and make more products for my business as I progress, and more ways for other people to just enjoy CMOS, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, and for my children as well.
That's what good. Really young. That's good. Yeah. That's good. You was mentioning the law of attraction. Like, what's your view on law of attraction? Like that type of thinking. How's it helped you?
I just think like. Just done a lot of reading over the years, like, you know, like if I didn't read, I wouldn't know about none of these things. And I feel like sometimes things come to you for a reason, like, you know, like someone will say to me, okay, you know, you need to read this book. I read this book, and I'll take that in. I'll be like, if someone says to me, you need to read that book, I'll be like, that's a sign for some reason. So I read the law of attraction years ago due to a friend. He was on all this stuff, so he was reading and stuff. And it's like trying to say, you know, what you think you get, like what you put out to the universe, you're getting back. You know, like people pray to God, some people pray to the universe, some people like, you know, you like what you put out there, you get back. So it's like, I feel like people got to really learn how to train their mind to think on a positive mindset, because it can be damaging for yourself and for everyone around you. And I believe so if you're thinking on a positive and thinking that, yeah, I can make it, I can do this, it's possible, anything's possible, because if you're putting your mindset in that frame, you're always going to be
Yeah.
thinking of more things to elevate yourself, even without the magic, even without the law of attraction. But I do believe, yeah, with the law of attraction, that stuff's real, and like what you think, you get, and so you really got to really train yourself to just be on the right frame of mind to go where you need to go. Otherwise, you will probably end up attracting a lot of bad stuff in your life, which you might blame other people for, but it's probably your own mind bringing that to you.
Yeah.
In a sense,
I
if you do it, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like literally what you think you attract. Even do you know, like, even some people might make comments about themselves as a joke, like negative comments themselves as a joke, and just whatever you're putting out there, that's what that is
Yeah,
literally.
you gotta be really careful. Even down to little things like in his book, they say like when people say to you, "Oh, how are you doing today?" You're like, "Oh, I'm not too bad," or yeah, you start, you know what? Yeah. But really, at the end of the day, I'm just like, you know what? Keep it. I'm doing good. I'm cool.
Yeah,
Even if
yeah,
I'm not, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling good, boy, because I'm just making sure keeping those thoughts and bringing them back to me, and it does work because
yeah.
it does work if you.
I think even just little things like how you, like, sometimes, do you know, like you're used to saying good morning, and I'll try and change it, be like happy rising or grand rising. It's just, it has that, because like you mourn, morning, and just even just little things like that,
Yeah.
type of words that you use, it all kind of plays a part. And you literally can just hold yourself back through your own doubts, through your own thinking, through your own negative thoughts.
Yeah.
So it's the whole law of attraction thing. It's good that that's something that you've read, because yeah, I believe in it as well, and I think it works. And even just with you saying, because I don't know why I was would you say you don't know why you was researching jam or looking at jam? It's
Yeah.
like when you was on that kind of brainwave, everything was just coming into alignment, and where you was thinking positive, you was literally just doing things you didn't even realize, and it literally was just building your whole product. Like everything sounds like it
Yeah.
was just coming together.
Yeah,
Like
naturally, even trying too
hearing.
hard.
Sorry?
Yeah, yeah, or just naturally, you just without even trying too hard, like exactly what you're saying. Yeah,
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 exactly.
yeah.
Mm.
How do you deal with like challenges? Because you say like trying to keep positive. How do you deal with like challenges? What some of the challenges you faced amongst like the business, and how have you kind of overcome them through like positive thinking?
Um, well, I think since I've started this, I've had a lot of challenges. Like, just like I've been moving from here to there. I've been comfortable in where I've been living, and like got family and stuff. So sometimes things get on top of me. And
Yeah,
sometimes I've been working now and then, like Christmas and that, I have to make sure I can pay the bills and pay the rent
yeah,
and stuff. So, like all these things can sometimes get on top of you, and you're just like, allow it. You're like, I can't bother. Yeah, I can't bother with this, nothing. So sometimes when I'm in those moments, I just think to myself, I do a few things, okay? Like, I just try and be grateful. I always try and be grateful anyway. I always put it out there, like I said, the universe. I always thank God anyway. I'm like, thank you for this. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the experience, because I feel like it's more than just what I'm going through. But then,
yeah,
apart from that, I need to, like, sometimes I might just take myself out of the situation or just try and be alone for a bit to just gather my thoughts to think about what I need to do. Because that
yeah,
way, if I can do that, my thoughts will be better. My approach to things are going to be better, and the way I treat everyone's going to be better. So sometimes I just take myself out and just try and focus on what I need to focus on. Sometimes I'll speak to family members, like jump in a group chat, or speak to my nan or anyone, just be like, okay, this is what's going on. Okay, I need your advice on this, maybe with my business. What do you think? I'm thinking of changing this or this, but I feel like I need a bit of advice. What do you think? Like, that's what I do. I would talk to other people, try and jump out of the situation and just take a moment. And just maybe just ask around and just take a moment for myself, listen to some music, because sometimes life can just get a bit too hectic. So yeah, that's
especially
what I do. Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Say again?
So especially in a time like this as well.
Yeah, man, it's tense. It's well, what I do is I find myself, like, a few years ago I used to watch so much TV, and a lot's happened over the years, but now, like, I don't really watch much TV, because I don't, even like everyone says, you need to watch what's going on in the world, and But it's a lot of negative, and it's like you can't really keep that going on in your own home too much because it's you get involved in it. So I've got to just take that off. I just really focus on my thoughts, focus on why I'm feeling this way or why whatever's going on, or and then yeah, that normally just helps really. Because you can't really do much in the moment. So not normally in a situation when I might go to the gym for a bit. Because when you exercise, I feel like after that I'm feeling good. Like I'm ready for anything, or go and, you know what I mean, do something like that. Go and meet up with friends, take my kids to see family. But these days it's like really it's just confined really. So and the summertime I thought it was good. I didn't mind lockdown, to be honest. The summertime is good because I'm not really around with people, taking the kids for a walk. I was maybe doing a bit of running. I was exercising quite a lot. So I'm a summer person, but since it's got cold and we're in these lockdowns, just nah, I can't deal with it. I don't want to go for a run. There's no way I'm going out running in no rain and all that. So yeah. So hopefully when things get back to normal, I can get back to doing these normal things we were doing, just to like help me get through these moments where I feel like I need to like think and need a moment to think about my business, where I need to go next.
Yeah, I think it's like the time that we're in is literally like a battle with the mind, and it's like because we're indoors, it's like how can, like I said before, it's like you need to kind of influence, like our environment normally influences us inside, where we have to make us inside influence our environment. And like even just with the winter, because I remember with the summer, I think everyone was all right with lockdown in the summer. Even me, I was out riding my bike every day. I was able to get my son out riding the bike every day. And I've been trying as much as I can with this weather, but again, it is very cold. And even with the TV, yesterday was like the first time I've like sat down and watched a film in a while, because I've just tried not to watch the TV. I'm just more watching like things like TED Talks and just like YouTube self-development stuff. And even just with my son now, because of the schools being shut off, it's like trying to work and do everything. The TV's there, but it's like where they're watching so much cartoons and stuff, it's like I'm seeing the change. So I'm like, okay, cool. I have to pull that back now. So again, it's like I have to work on finding other stuff to try and like occupy him as well. So it is a lot. It is a lot.
Ain't easy at all.
We can do it. The kids running the business, finding ourselves. We can do all of it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, see with me, like my son, he's getting older now. He's what, 9, gonna be 10 next week.
Yeah.
So with him as well, like he's just like I said, like they're always on their tablets and that. And you know what? Sometimes it's all right, and we need the time, so you've got to let them do that. But with this, I'm just trying to get him involved with what I'm doing, letting them know what I'm doing, explaining them. They know the health benefits. They've been having to take so much of this over the summertime and that. I've been putting it on their skin and everything. They know about it, but it's just trying to get them involved, letting them know that, like, it's good seeing that, you know, you can be business minded, you can do anything really. You know what I mean? You don't have to just work at a shop or whatever, or you can progress to whatever. You can try and have your own. So yeah, I want to try and get him involved more, make him get involved with me and teach him whilst we're in this situation, which will be good for them. Yeah.
Yeah. What has like your mental shift been? Because obviously you was doing like the 9 to 5. So like going from like having a boss to like being a boss, what growth do you feel like? Yeah, how do you see like the big differences in like mindset change and like what's running a business kind of?
Well, after I've always worked. I've worked for like good companies before and stuff. So I know like when you're working hard, you've got to work for that company and you've got to put the time in for that company, that boss. You know, you can work and build up your little pension, and I mean, you've got savings, and that's amazing. And it's really good.
Yeah.
But me, I've always find it hard. Like I'm quite an outgoing person. I'm not a rebel, but you know, I'm opinionated. You know, I don't really just follow the crowd, and you know, so for that reason, when I was working all the time, I could see that my personality is really going to rub up wrong against a lot of people. Yeah, just the way I think. You know, the way I think is like, you know, and if I push my opinions on people sometimes, they just like, they don't really want to know, like, because maybe if they're not really open-minded to like the way the world's going, it's just, So when you're working with someone, it's hard. You have to really refrain yourself, and you have to like careful how you approach situations, be around people. So when hopefully, I'm still in the beginning stages of like running the business. It's still early stages, but I hope that when I do, which I know I can get to, be able to run my own business. I know I'm a good leader, and I know when I'm focused on something and I'm passionate about something, the idea's going to keep flowing, and I'm fair. So I know I can. When I have a team behind me, I know like it'll be good because I can push product, teach them that. But yeah, so the difference from working for a business for myself and working with other people is that I'm more relaxed. I'm not rushing around for someone else. I can decide exactly when I'm gonna do certain things, even though it's early days. So I know when business does start getting peak, it's gonna be busy, busy, busy. But at the end of the day, I'd rather be busy, busy, busy for something I'm doing for myself and my kids than doing it for someone else. You know. So I've got so much to learn. This is really, really early days for me, really.
Yeah. Even like you're saying about free. Oh, sorry, Karen. What
nah, I'm finished.
I'm saying that kind of freedom, especially once you start to like scale up, then instead of doing like the 40 hours a week, you know, you can do like 10 or even 20, then you've got the rest of that time to spend doing other things that you love, getting to spend that time with your family. And I think it's also good for, because you see you've got your little ones, it's good that you kind of like getting them involved early and they're getting to actually see you build something for yourself, so they know that, yeah, that's what I can do, or even take over from you, but at least like it's showing them from young that they've got the potential to make their ideas come to life as well. So I think that's very inspiring, even though you said it's early days. So you've done something, you're making it work through the pandemic, which is really, really good. And like you've literally got up and started to do something and make something happen, and really making use of this time. Like I was saying before, this time is literally a battle of here, and it's a thing where lots of people are gonna kind of like decline or start feeling, say, depressed, not being able to their health getting messed up because they're not able to go out into the gym and certain things like that. And it's like you've kind of put everything in one, so you're selling like a healthy product, which helps with all of these things, as well as keeping yourself active, mentally active as well, because you're having to learn and progress. Like it's very, very good combination, and
it's really fun. It's really fun, and it's really it's really like I feel really like happy that I can provide something that's going to help people so much. And when I hear the feedback from people that've been taking it, it's really good. Yeah.
What's some of the feedback that you've heard from them as for people's personal journeys with taking the CMOS product?
Well, it's quite a lot, you know, there's a variety of different things. So, you know, it can help with your skin. So like some people have psoriasis, so I know it clears up that. So some people have taken it and it's cleared their psoriasis.
Yeah.
And I know like a lot of joints, like people have joint pains. I know I can't get into details. I know some people have certain, I don't know what you want to call it, disease, whatever it is, like with the joints or whatever, and they take tablets for these kind of things. They get from the doctors, and then when I'm providing them with CMOS and they're taking the CMOS, I'm getting feedback that it's making them not have to take the tablets they're on for the pain or all these kind of things, and they're able to do more, maybe bend more and be more active, more, you know what I'm trying to say. Also, what else? A lot of people say energy levels, people that are working and stuff, you know, like now everyone's down. It really does help your mental health. When you're taking CMOS, you're going to wake up feeling bubbly, literally. You're going to be feeling good most days, unless you're really run down. So people are getting up. They're like, I went to work today. You know, I just felt different. You know, I'm just feeling happy about the world. I'm like, yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? You're on the CMOS bubble. Yeah, you're feeling it. Also, what else? There's quite a few things. People with their skin, their hair, like your hair. If you're pulling your hair often, it's like a conditioner. So it's going to make your hair really soft. It's going to make your hair grow. So with my family, I've noticed with my family, like we've been taking it constantly. So my children be taking it, their mum be taking it, I've been taking it, and their mum has a thyroid condition herself. So we've been experimenting with that from the beginning of the pandemic. So like, you know, like I've been back and forth. I've been like, you know, I've got this. try it. We're doing research, and when I was doing my research, some girl was actually saying she had thyroid condition, and she was saying she took it for a period of time, so much time, that when she went back to the doctors, she took a blood test and that, and she was in remission, like cleared, everything was back to normal. So I was like, okay, I was like, you need to start getting on this. But she was worried at the time due to she was getting really bad. Actually, she's having loads of issues due to this thyroid condition. It's called Graves' disease. She had exactly. So they started giving her tablets every day of the week to take. Yeah, and they're saying to her, okay, you're going to be taking these maybe for life, and we might have to operate on you, on your neck, because I don't really know too much about thyroids, you know, because I don't get sick ever really. I don't really know much about all these things, but I'm learning. So, okay, we started like weaning her off these tablets and started giving her CMOS daily, just little bits, just to make sure, because I know if you're taking CMOS and if you're on iodine medication, you can't really be taking both, because I don't know exactly what iodine medication they give it or what it is. You can take as much CMOS as you want, because that's natural from the earth. But so she come off that and was taking this, and slowly by slowly, all her symptoms were going, like the shakes, like loads of things. I can't even get into details because there's so many things. That'd be for her to talk for another time. And then like about a month or two ago, she went to the hospital and had her blood test and stuff because her blood pressure was high. She was obviously having these issues with this thyroid condition. And I said to her, I was like, yeah, you're going to come back and it's going to be fine, everything's going to be fine, but you're taking the CMOS, you don't realise the power that the CMOS has, yeah? Because I've literally had time to research this. I know what this is about. So she's come back, she's done her blood test, and then it took a while for the results to come back, but they come back and it says you are in remission. You know, you're in remission, and your blood is back to normal. It's much better than it was. And you know, there's other people in our family who have the same condition, and they haven't been taking CMOS, and they have got worse. They've got worse. And obviously, where she's been taking this, she's doing great. Like she's doing great. She ain't on none of these tablets. You know, like she's doing great. Like, so that to me was the biggest result, because that's the mother of my children. You know, she's got to have great health. She's got to look after the children. Yeah. So yeah, that was amazing to know that. So I know it works. It works for me because like I'm just happy all the time. I've lost a lot of weight, slimmed down. I'm ready to go to the gym, but like they're not open. So it's just like, yeah, my mind's on point, and I believe me taking the CMOS is making my mind so clear to give me all these ideas for my business. Yeah,
that sounds good. I even like the transformation the lady had, like that. Just to know that you've been able to do that through your product, that must feel very, very rewarding. And
very rewarding. Yeah. And you know, like good karma, bad karma. You know, like they say good karma, bad karma. I've had my bad karma. I've done bad things, you know. But you know, like you just got to try and turn your life around and do better. And it's mad. I'm always trying to do better. But when I've managed to find this product, which is a healing product, it's going to do amazing things for people. So every time I'm out here doing this in my kitchen, cooking up, I'm providing for my family, but at the same time I'm helping people. So I can only see good karma coming to me from this. Yeah. As long as I don't go around doing no badness, you know what I mean, I should be all right.
Yeah.
So it's all right,
yeah. Yeah. They say like when you find like your purpose and whatever business you should be doing is literally always going to be like an act of service where it kind of benefits people, and where you make a difference and make an impact. So you've just started, but you've created something big which can just grow, and it's like you've not even had the chance to do that yet because of the pandemic. So hopefully when this is all over, but to be honest, people are probably going to need it even more. Do you know what I mean? So it's like your product that you've got and your business, it literally can thrive through all of this. Like literally, it's very, 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 very good.
It's gonna, I believe it's gonna, because what this pandemic has done is opened up my eyes to this. Yeah. It's gonna open up everyone else's eyes to their health. They need to watch out, you know, because as they're saying on the news, we've got this, whatever it is, and then we keep having new variants and that. So really, people need to just be watching what they're putting in their bodies from now on, yeah? It's no joke out here, yeah? So really, it is a big thing. And then even with CMOS, now this is teaching me about other natural things that are growing back home. So it's just giving me, this is just a start of something I can build on with other things. It's just the beginning. I'm just waiting for this pandemic to be over so I can just get myself out there and just build on it. Yeah, can't wait.
Nah, I'm looking to see what else you do, because you started really good already. I know you've just started, but what does, like, everyone has mixed ideas of success, but what does success mean to you? Like, how do you view success?
Well, success to me, when I was like years ago and I was just working hard, making good money, no, I was always stressed anyway. So success for me was probably like, I used to always think to myself, I see my family, a lot of people in my family out here just doing some sort of business venture from like, so I've always been watching that, and I always thought to myself, you know, that I want some of that, you know, I want to try and build on something for myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you know what? What did you ask me again? I forgot. I was just going off track.
I said, what's your idea? What's your idea of success?
Yeah, so success. Yeah, so in my head, yeah. I got it. Yeah. So yeah, so in my head, obviously before I was thinking, yeah, working for a good company, building yourself up, yeah. But sometimes, you know, that's not always what it's about. I've done a lot of reading. I've read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that some years ago that told me like, not working for a company is always the best thing. You need to build something for yourself, because at the end of the day, you can be working, and not even sure have the time for your family. So success is not really about working for a company for me. Yeah, you can be working your ass off and then working, doing the overtime, and that's when you get a heart attack, you're dead. So what is that success? Not to me. So success for me is to build something for myself, but build something for myself and my family, and just be able to be proud of that. But on top of that, it's just to be happy within myself, my mind to be able to be clear and make sure I'm happy with myself, and to be able to watch my children grow up and be happy, and just to build out a unit, and just that's success for me. Like I've already really started that. I've really got like a lot. I'm blessed to have. So it's just really building on that. And just being happy, and just, yeah, money is important as well. I want to be able to be comfortable, obviously, as well, but money, happiness, the family and that, just being around my family and being able to experience good things in life, just enjoy this life. I'm here. I just don't really want to, I've seen it, like when I worked years before in like companies and like working shift work, and people be working, doing overtime, and then they just die. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, really, like, it just makes you think, really think, well, what do you want for yourself? Because you're not here forever. So I just want to make sure whilst I'm here, I have them good feelings for myself, happiness. And then I suppose happiness, money can help that. So me to be able to do good things, that's gonna, and have my business and build other businesses as well. Yeah, and make other people, and as you said, because CMOS is helping, is healing. So me hearing other people's stories of what it's doing for them, that's success for me as well, you know? Yeah.
I liked what you said about, I can't remember what you're saying, but just the whole, like, making some, you don't want to live with regrets, like, when you get old, you think I should have done this or I should have done that sort of thing. You want to, like, make sure that you kind of, like make impact on this world before you go. I think definitely, like, I feel like that as well. And I think for me, that really made me tune in on making sure that there's nothing that holds me back. Would have been probably when my sister passed, because it's like, she was so young, she's like 24. And like, I'd always gone for what I wanted, but I think when she went, it was just like, okay, no more games. Like, if there's any doubt, if there's anything that I'm taking too long on, just like make sure that I do it and execute it, and make sure that I leave an impact, and just go for what I want, literally. That's just how you have to be if you really make use of this time that we've got, because you just never know what can happen. And just with the whole, we've got the COVID thing, but I think there's so much kind of pandemic is going on. There's this, like, there's mental stuff, there's so much, and it's just like, I don't think we even realize what's about. I feel like everything that's about to hit's not really even hit yet. There's so much things changing, and there's so much decisions being made. without us, you know what I mean? We're just being told things. So I think this is the time, like a lot of people don't even realize that they're gonna even lose their jobs, even like, is it called furlong? People are on the furlong,
Yeah,
or
furlough, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they're waiting to go back to work, and it's like, I was saying it last week, anyone who's not able to go out and work at the moment, like the government doesn't see their job as a necessity. So they've got to see things as someone who's unemployed. They've got to see themselves as unemployed if they want to get ahead of the stuff that's about to happen. So it's good that like you saw what was coming, or you felt, and you literally just got started straight away to make sure that you're secure and can provide for yourself and your family. I think it's really, 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 really good.
Yeah, I don't mess around, man. Like people say to me, I'm lazy in that sometimes. I can be. I like to relax. I like to have a good time, but at the same time, like when it comes to, you know what I mean, I do try, and that pandemic, like you said, that was an opportunity for me to push on something. And like you said, we don't even know what the future holds. Yeah, so right now I'm just building on something great because I don't know what's. I'm just gonna keep my family safe. Yeah, that's all I'm doing, and myself. We're gonna be keeping ourselves strong before these people come knocking on my door telling me whatever, telling me I've got to get up and back. I don't know. So I'm just gonna keep putting in these healthy things in my body, and I'm never gonna be really getting fit. And even my kids. So yeah, I'm good, really. I'm happy. I'm just gonna keep progressing, innit?
Yeah, definitely. What advice would you give to anyone that's like wants to make that leap to starting their own business or that entrepreneur journey? Like, what advice would you give them if they're like not sure about it, or if they're scared to start?
I don't know, you know, because I'm so new myself. But what I'd say is, don't be scared. You know what I mean? If you've got fear, just jump into the unknown. Sometimes you've got to do that. Also, don't be worried about what everyone else is doing. Just think of, if you've got some ideas in your head, there's space for everyone, I believe. You get caught up thinking like, oh, they're doing that, I can't do that, or if they do that, and all these thoughts. But really, there's space for everyone. We've been programmed to think that we can't all do this together, but we can. But when we come out of that way of thinking, all trying to bring each other down and that, like, then yeah, you'll be fine. And obviously, you've got to make sure you just keep your thoughts positive. If you've got a plan, like, do some homework. Like, you know what I mean? Make sure you've got something to go on. Don't just be like, I'm gonna start a business. You've got to have something to go on. And then when you've got that, just keep going. Speak to people around you who's you see that's doing good, like who are business minded. They're gonna give you the good advice that you need to hear because they're doing the same thing. You know, that's what I always do. People around me that are just doing something else, business minded, got their own business. If they say to me, "Well, I've got some ideas for you," I'm there. To be honest with you, I've got my name for my business of a good friend who has her own business, you know, a family friend, her and her husband or whatever, you know what I mean? So come around, let's talk, you know, and we come up with the name, you know, and stuff like that, and my label, and that's what I mean. I'm always grateful, and that's what I mean. I always take in from what everyone says. People might think, yeah, I'm always taking in everything that people tell me and always trying to progress from what I'm learning from other people. So that's what everyone else should do for themselves. Like, yeah, that's what you should do, just what I said. And whatever else you know to do.
Well, you just give us some advice. You said that you like to speak to people around you. What's the best advice you've been given?
Well, I don't know, you know, I'm always getting advice. I'll get a lot of advice. People say to me, you know what, you're a smart person, you can do anything you want, like, you got the power, like. So I listen to that. When people telling me, I'm like, are you just playing with me? But also, people say, just don't worry about what everyone else is doing, just focus on you. When you've got some ideas sometimes you don't have to share it with the world. Like sometimes years ago, I always want to be like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, share everything. But sometimes that could be a curse. You know, sometimes you have to plan. And when you've got that, what you've got, your product, whatever you're doing, you're ready to just go out, just don't need to speak, just do what you're doing, innit? So just keep it to yourself or the people around you that need to know and then push that. Because not everyone has always got your best intentions. So always, sometimes it's best to just keep focused on what you're doing, not always follow everyone else's advice, but yeah, your loved ones and that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Like, I believe, because you just said about what you envision, like, I believe if you can like dream it or envision it, then you can definitely make it happen. And like, obviously you've got to do a bit of research, and there's kind of strategies you've got to come up with, but if you can like envision it, then you can literally make it a reality. And you must have like all the tools that you need inside of you if you've been able to come up with that vision anyways. So it's just literally knowing how to draw that out of you. So that's what I believe.
I believe, yeah, that's it. And you know what, it's been a busy few months for me since November. You know, we had Christmas and I've got my kids' birthdays coming up this month through there. So it's just been, even though I'm focused on my business, I haven't been fully there. So I believe after this month I can really elevate, and I could just like basically just take that time to just focus on myself and all these ideas I've had all last year, just put the money into making it happen now. You know, that's what I want to try and do. So I'm excited for this year. I don't really have no bad thoughts in this, and that's why I know it's going to work, because you know, like some things you have bad thoughts, you know, oh, I'm not going to make it with that. But with this, I just feel like I'm just there. My mind's, I'm always thinking, I've got so many ideas, but I just haven't really done them yet. I'm just doing the CMOS and the jam. So yeah.
That's just you being in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you need to be excited. And you know, running a business, there's so much difficulties, and there is a lot of stress around it. And before you get that kind of free time where you only have to do like 10 hours a week, like sometimes you got to put in like 70 hours, but it's still better than doing 40 hours or more for someone else. And it's just, you learn so much, like you grow so much because you're constantly having to learn. Like you literally grow so much, and like the more you learn, the more you can do. And it's just like your vision like just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like I say, you just started with one product, now another one, then you're gonna have more. And yeah, it's just a growth here spiritually. And it's like you start to kind of like look after yourself a lot more, just with everything, health, fitness, mentally, because you're literally having to feed and pump yourself for so much. Then like when you're working for someone else, it's kind of, it's not, because like it's a bit like you got that kind of security in a way of having like that job, but then it doesn't, depending on the type of job you do, or unless you're trying to scale up, like the growth of having to do everything, the admin, the content, the marketing, the advertising, like you literally, because you're kind of, sometimes you can start as like a one-man band, and you've got to take on, so like you literally have to take on so much. But yeah, like you said, it's exciting. And that's the main thing, is like you're building that for yourself. But let everyone know, like, how can they purchase your product or get in contact with you and see what you're doing and get the product? I think everyone needs it right now. So tell us how.
Everyone needs that in their life, definitely.
Yeah.
Whether you're getting it from me or anyone else, well, you need to be having that in your life, definitely. So at the moment, I'm just on social media. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm working on getting a website where I can have all my products on there and people can go online and order. But you know, that's all the process, and I'm hoping to get that done soon. So yeah, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, just DM me really. I have a contact number, but I haven't really put that up there yet. This is all the stuff I need to work on. I have another number that I'm going to put up there so people can ring that. And then yeah, it'll be by phone call, email. I've got email address up there also, stuff like that. So my email address is mossmanspecials@gmail.com. My Facebook page is mossmanspecials, and exactly that's what my Instagram page is as well. So if you want any of them, just look for me, and then in time I'll have flyers out, you know, I mean, more ways for you to basically order in the future. I hope to
everyone, make sure you check them out. Make sure you check them out. If you, I don't know if you've been tuning in for the whole conversation, but the health benefits of this CMOS is crazy. Good. It's crazy good. It's crazy good. And I have taken it. Like my dad, he takes it a lot. Like I go through stages where I'll take it in like bulk, and then sometimes I'll slow down. But I do notice a difference. I I think I saw. Did you do like ginger beer as well?
Yeah, that's another thing I've been doing. I've been learning the ginger beer through my nan, because in the lockdown we've had loads of time and stuff. So I just she's always been making these drinks, so now I've been making them with her, you know, because which is really nice. The ginger beer is really nice. Yeah, the store drinks, which I'm really pushing all of these, because back home she makes drinks for like Ashley and Sons. I'm not sure exactly that is, but she makes drinks for like hotels and stuff. Over there, she's been doing this for years. She's built up a business, so I'm just gonna be following her footsteps and make her proud and that. So yeah, that's another thing, another product with the CMOS. I haven't. I was gonna maybe put CMOS in the ginger beer, but I haven't really experimented with that yet. So yeah, I'm looking to start doing drinks as well, but it's just all early days really. I want to learn a bit more.
Oh yeah, you started good, and as well, really done well, because you started at this time as well. You like made something happen for yourself. So that's like, yeah, big ups to you for doing that. Someone said CMOS ice cubes. You got look. Someone said
CMOS ice cubes. Yeah, I was doing that. I was putting them in my smoothies. Yeah, I was adding them to my smoothies. Yeah, that's a good way to store them, because you know, like if you've got it in the fridge, you only really get 2 weeks sell by date with that. So if you've got like a lot of it, you get a big jar. Sometimes you can put them into ice cubes, and then you can just, when you're making smoothies, add them in there, make your smoothie nice and cold. Or I don't know what else you could do with them ice cubes. Maybe just eat it, or just wait for it to melt and just do a shot. But normally I just I just take it with smoothies, or I'm just with the tea every morning. I have a tea every day.
Yeah. Nah, that's good. But yeah, like everyone, make sure you check him out. So that's Mossman Specials on Instagram, Facebook, and then it's mossmanspecials@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
Good. I'd like to thank you for coming on. It's been very inspiring, and I'm loving what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm glad you got in touch with me and got me on here. Yeah. It makes me happy to know that people are noticing and stuff. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, because I saw it and I was like, Warren's doing. I was like, okay. And seeing what I was like, yeah, definitely. And then just the health benefits as well, and just sharing the importance of it, and the fact that you're a go-to person. But like, I hope everything, I know you just started, but you're doing really well. You're even seeing the benefits from people. So it's good that you're brand new to it, and you're changing people's lives already. So yeah, I hope everything goes well. I know it will anyways, but I hope it all goes well. Yeah.
Well, yeah, thank you. It's been fun.
Yeah. Yes. All right then, sir. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. See you again next week.
Yeah. Thank you everyone.
Yeah.
I'll be tuning in next week. I'll be tuning in next week as well. Yeah. Yes.
We got I'm not gonna say who, but we've got a lady coming in, and she's got some job opportunities for you guys as well. So definitely make sure you tune in. Make sure you check out Mossman Specials again, and get your CMOS and everything. Check him out, contact him, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Thank you again, Warren, for that.
Take care, Shelana. I'll speak to you soon.
All right then.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.